Breaking news just confirmed. Only minutes ago, reports began to surface and have now been officially verified. A brand new $3,400 stimulus check has been approved and is scheduled to be directly deposited into eligible American bank accounts starting April 25. This marks a monumental step in ongoing federal relief efforts, offering urgent financial aid to millions of Americans who continue to feel the economic squeeze from inflation, rising costs of living, and delayed wage growth. The announcement, which just hit official newswires, has already set social media and financial news outlets ablaze with excitement and questions. Will you qualify for the full amount? Will it arrive in time to cover the rent, groceries, credit card bills, or those medical expenses that just won't wait? These are the questions we're answering right now in this emergency update, as this unprecedented move from the federal government promises to have an immediate real-world impact for millions of households. If you've been waiting, stressing, or wondering when real help is coming, this could be the relief you've hoped for. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications immediately, because we are delivering real-time updates as this story develops hour by hour. The sooner you act, the sooner you could see that $3,400 boost in your account. Now, what makes this stimulus different from anything we've seen in the last few years is not just the size of the payment, it's the speed and the scope. This direct payment of $3,400 per eligible adult represents one of the largest single disbursements in recent U.S. economic history. Government officials, under mounting bipartisan pressure and backed by strong economic indicators showing persistent hardship at the household level, pushed this initiative through Congress after weeks of intense negotiation. Treasury officials are calling this a precision-targeted relief measure aimed at stabilizing vulnerable families, reactivating local economic activity, and alleviating household debt burdens. The Treasury Department's official statement, which was released just moments ago, emphasizes an urgent need for quick action and wide distribution, stating that the majority of direct deposits should be completed within days, not weeks, of the April 25 launch. Eligibility criteria remain consistent with past relief efforts, but with slight adjustments aimed at covering a wider range of households. Single filers earning less than $75,000 annually and couples filing jointly with combined incomes under $150,000 will qualify for the full $3,400 amount. Individuals earning above that threshold but below $99,000 will see phased reductions, while those earning more than $99,000 individually or $198,000 as a couple will be fully phased out. Additional payments for dependents are expected but not yet finalized. Early reports suggest these may range between $600 and $1,200 per child depending on household income and filing status. While those who have filed taxes in the past 2 years with current banking info on file will receive their funds automatically via direct deposit, those who haven't filed recently or whose information has changed will need to take action using the Treasury's soon-to-launch online portal. That online portal is expected to be live within the next 48 hours, allowing you to securely update your banking details and check your payment status. Missing this step could delay your stimulus check by weeks, so it's critical to verify everything now. The IRS has confirmed that physical paper checks will start processing on April 30 for those not enrolled in direct deposit. These will be followed by Economic Impact Payment (EIP) cards, which are prepaid debit cards loaded with stimulus funds. They'll be mailed in batches starting early May. But direct deposit remains the fastest, most secure, and most cost-effective method, so make sure your electronic payment details are up to date. The impact of this massive payment rollout is already being felt across the financial world. Stock indexes surged just moments after the news broke, with retail and consumer-focused companies seeing the biggest gains. Economists project that this surge in liquidity could jumpstart Q2 economic growth, stabilize labor market volatility, and offer a psychological lift to struggling families. This isn't just about money in the bank. It's about security, confidence, and the chance to finally catch up after months or even years of falling behind. Financial advisors are urging recipients to prioritize high-interest debt, essential utilities, housing costs, and overdue bills before considering discretionary purchases. The idea is not just to survive, but to start getting ahead. Imagine paying down that credit card, buying those needed prescriptions, or catching up on your child's school fees. This money has the power to change lives if used wisely. So what should you do right now? First, immediately check your IRS direct deposit information through your tax portal or previous IRS correspondence. Second, begin planning how this money will be used. Create a list of financial priorities so you're not making impulsive decisions once the money arrives. Third, gather documentation, receipts, prior stimulus info, banking confirmations to ensure smooth delivery and record keeping for future tax purposes. While the IRS has stated that this stimulus is not taxable income, it's always wise to keep accurate financial records. And fourth, share this video and the news with friends, family, and neighbors who may not yet know about this payment. Many eligible recipients missed earlier checks due to lack of awareness or incomplete information. Don't let that happen again. Now let's address the issue of scams. Every time a major stimulus program is announced, fraudsters start circling. Remember, no legitimate federal agency will ever contact you by phone, text, or email asking for your social security number, banking details, or an upfront payment in exchange for faster processing. The only official updates will come via the .gov websites, and any request outside of that is likely a scam. If you receive suspicious messages, report them immediately. Don't click unfamiliar links and warn those around you, especially seniors, who are often the most targeted group. What about the economic impact of injecting this kind of money into the system? Opinions among economists are divided. Some argue that this targeted approach will help ease inflation by stabilizing households before they fall deeper into debt or poverty. Others warn that added cash flow could temporarily spike demand and contribute to price increases in certain sectors. Treasury officials, however, have pointed to models showing that this payment is less likely to overheat the economy because it's being distributed during a period of already declining inflation and targeted toward those with the highest immediate needs. Whether you're a young adult managing student loans, a parent with growing household costs, a retiree on a fixed income, or someone navigating multiple jobs just to make ends meet, this money is for you. This stimulus initiative is not just a reaction. It's part of a growing shift in how economic recovery is handled in real time. Past relief efforts have shown that when direct payments go out, spending increases rapidly, small businesses benefit, and financial strain eases almost immediately. This latest relief package builds on those lessons. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, despite their differences, agreed that the need was too urgent to delay. And while it's not a permanent solution, it is a powerful short-term tool to help Americans weather the storm. If you're wondering how to make this payment count, think of it as both a rescue and a launchpad. Use it not just to plug holes, but to take control. Pay off high-interest debt. Cover basic expenses. Start an emergency fund. Reinvest in yourself. As we wrap up, here's what to expect. We'll be providing hourly updates as the portal launches, as checks begin processing, and as new questions arise. The financial landscape is shifting rapidly, and this channel is here to keep you ahead of every development. If you found this information valuable, hit that like button, share it with others, and drop your questions in the comments. What are your biggest concerns about this stimulus? What do you plan to use the money for? We're here to answer your questions and help you make the most of this opportunity. Subscribe now, turn on that notification bell, and stay tuned, because the next few days will be critical. The $3,400 stimulus check is real. It's confirmed. And for millions of Americans, it could be the beginning of a much-needed financial turnaround. Thanks for watching. More updates are on the way.